Hi guys, I'm Chantel and you are watching Becoming with Ask Chauntel, where we talk about aligning our lives in real time, okay? Today we're talking about fall. Last week I promised you guys that I was going to bring my framework so you guys can look at what season of life are you in right now? Are you in fall? Are you in winter? Are you in spring? You need to know because it helps you to build and be present in your season. And when you get frustrated with what life has to bring, you can recenter yourself and realign to who you are and understand that although you may not have all the answers and you don't know exactly why God is allowing some of the things that are happening in your life to happen, you know that all things are done according to his purpose. And so understanding the life seasons that he has us in gives us a sense of power. It gives us a sense of power in our situation, in our circumstance, so that we can overcome the emotions and the feelings that come with it and own our identity in every life season. Today, we're talking about my identity shift, and one that you might be experiencing right now too. Right? If you're choosing to leave some things behind, if you're choosing to refine your life, or you're thinking about it, you're ready to make a change because you're tired of feeling stuck and you're tired of feeling like there's something more that I need to do. Something is off here and I need to make a change. If you're feeling that, we're on the same page, okay? That identity thing that is boiling inside you. It's a shift that you're ready to make, right? You feel stuck and stagnant and you're ready to make a move. The movement is the shift, and the shift is challenging. You got problems in your life and you need advice. All you gotta do is ask, because nobody tells you how to do it, right? Everybody says, live your dream, do what you love, right? Do the thing. But nobody tells you how to get from where you are to where you want to be. And that space is actually an intentional decision. And if you don't recognize and understand that, then you're going to get stuck exactly where you are. Okay, so earlier this week, I shared with you guys my career clarity framework, and it pretty much talked about if you're in a job that doesn't fit you, right? Here are 4 things that you need to look at. And if these 4 things are not aligned with who you are, then you might consider doing something different. We're not going to deep dive into that today, but if you guys did not see that video, it's a Chantel TV episode. I'll put the link in the description box below. We have the springtime, which I talked a little bit about last week when I shared with you guys my experience working at KTLA 5 News, Entertainment, NBC Universal, right? Walking in my dream, actually living it out. Spring is a little bit unstable, but it's when things are coming back to life, okay? And then we have summer. And I talked about summer as well last week. The summer season was when I was actually living those things out and doing them, which is the ritual. Ritual is like the daily habits, the things that we do every single day that works in our rhythm. Then repeat. Repeat is actually where we are right now. It's that fall season. And I was in fall. And fall can be a little bit confusing because it's the moment that you decide, you know what, something feels off. My life is not exactly what I want it to be. And now I have to start deciding what I'm going to keep and what I'm going to let go of. Okay. And that is what we're talking about today. When you're in the fall season, you have to figure out, should I stay or should I go? Whether that's your job, your relationship. Right now, stay or go. I got to get the baby. Baby, my animal. Oh, it actually makes me think of that song. Should I stay or should I go? And I'm not telling you guys to just run away from everything at the same time. It has to be a structured plan. You have to think through it. You have to decide, is this the right move for me? Is this the right relationship for me? Is this the right career for me? Is this the right life situation for me? Whatever it is. And then if it's not aligned to who you are or who you are becoming, who you want to be, then you gotta move, and you gotta recognize those things and call them out as they are. And so for me, these are the things I decided to keep. I decided to do. I said, okay, I'm going to go to grad school. Okay, I'm going to marry my high school sweetheart. I love him. Okay, I'm going to become a mom. Intentionally spoke to my husband, and we decided to do that. Created a vision board. I started looking at, different talk show hosts and what I wanted to do with my show and who I wanted to help with what I did, and creating something that was mine. And so these were identity shaping decisions. And when I made them, I was very confident in those decisions. But I'm going to tell you that confidence that I had, I didn't realize, but later it was going to shift. And it shifted in my winter season. But in this fall season, I pruned. And let me tell you, pruning is not easy because it requires you to accept some of the things that you're doing are not working. It requires you to be honest with yourself about what you really want and what you really don't want. In some ways, if you don't look at it for what it really is, it can make you feel like you failed. So you have to be really careful, because I saw myself at that time in my fall season as my job title. I felt like, oh, I accomplished something because I worked at E and I worked at NBC and I got the master's degree. All those things. I got the bachelor's degree. And not to say that those things are not important, but they cannot be what defines you. And I didn't learn that in its completeness until later. So I walked away from things. I intentionally did it, which I would recommend that if you are in something that doesn't feel right, you should walk away with a plan, though. Don't just walk away from your job and you don't have another job. Don't just walk away from your relationship and you don't have any support, because you need support through all big life decisions that you made. But I think the first thing we have to do is find balance. The balance that makes us who we want to be, what life we want to design for ourselves is everything. And that's where you really start. You start with, what do I want? But answering the question of what do I want also means that you have to answer, what don't I want? Okay. So just want to introduce our cycle to you guys and the seasons. And so you can think a little bit about which season are you in. So are you in winter? Are you resting? Are you slowing down and reflecting and reconnecting to yourself? Are you in the rhythm season, the spring season, when things are coming back to life? Are you in summer where everything is consistently building? Are you repeating? Okay, which is that reflection time. I'm sorry, not reflection, but refinement time, that pruning time that we're talking about right here. It's really easy to miss your fall season, like not recognize when it's happening. So be intentional and recognize when you're making changes and identity shifts, because that's going to really play a big role for you. I would say it's been hard for me to accept all the decisions that I made. It didn't click that, hey, be confident in this, until later on. But they were strong decisions, and I'm glad that I made them. I'm glad that I decided to do all those things in my fall season. It wasn't easy to do it. And if I can do it, you can do it. So stay present, stay honest. Keep choosing alignment, aligning to who you are and who you are becoming. And I love you guys so much. If you haven't subscribed, don't forget to subscribe. I'd love to know what season of life you're in the comment section below. And go live meaningfully. And I'll see you on the next one. Hugs and kisses.